Hi guys, Aussie Coin Hunter here. Look, welcome to this episode. I thought after doing a final edit that I needed to say that the methods I use in this video are quite dangerous if you are not familiar and not very mechanically or minded as far as your handyman skills. The drill can get away from you, and there is pressure and friction, so you have to be able to hold it, and it can, as I state in the video, once it went across because I had my shirt loose, which was a big no-no, and it wrapped up in my shirt, so there is there's danger there, potential for injury. So unless you are someone who is very, very confident, definitely don't attempt this, but it's a great method. So another thing I wanted to address quickly was I only realised after the final edit, which I did last night, that I didn't even put my safety glasses on, which I have my earmuffs, or my breathing protection. And what I found afterwards from cleaning that junk off the coins, I found that I had it in I could smell it and I had a taste, and it was from the coins. So I apologise. Bad example. I was just so excited that I'd found this new method that I wanted thing, but really there was a few things there. Probably I should have wore gloves. Just personal protective equipment should have been used in that video. So before I start this video, that's what I want to add to it. So yeah, please be careful and do not try this at home if you are not mechanically minded and have a workshop. Get someone to help you that you know is mechanically minded. Be safe and do things safely and the right way. Oh, and if you attempt these things, you do it at your own risk. Alright, so here we have 50 cent, 10 cent, a yucky $2, 20 cent, let's get a real dirty one, 20 cent, haven't got any dirty $1, and a 5 cent, there we go. So these are dirty coins, and then what I'll show you is a new thing I've worked out, how to clean coins. So I'm just out here in the backyard, and this is a little thing I made up, and I can't remember if I did a video on this, but you put the coins in, and I was doing it in my old method and I'd still use that. I saw this in what I'm using in the video, and it's holding the coins, and I want to show you how I did that. Now I started with some hardwood jarrah, and I just got the router like this router, and the router blade like that, and what I did is I would route holes in the wood, 50 cent, 20 cents, so you'll see here now, 20 cent, 10 cent, I think that's 10 cent, $1, and then I think $2, that's 5 cents, and then I think I'd just do $2 in another one. So what I used to do was stainless steel wool, as you've seen in the videos, and I'd still use this process for old coins that are really crusty and I want to find the dates on. So what I found, as you can see, it actually wears away, because this is pine wood, it's soft wood, so it wears away, and after a while they just jump out while you're cleaning them. I tried the hardwood, and I thought, well, what if I make something with metal? And so what I did, you can see in there, but what I did is I grabbed some aluminium like this, and I basically cut the flat section out at the bottom and in a strip that I had, and rounded it off and everything, made it look nice. What I did is I went through my hole saw box. You can see I've got it there, $2, 5 cents, worked out which hole saws, see there's another one, which hole saws would fit the coins. I tested it in just some chipboard or something like that, and from there I knew which ones to put for the holes in it to cut through the steel. So I did that. I think the 50 cent, all of them I had to enlarge or whatever a little bit, because what happened was, once the thickness of this metal wasn't enough to hold the coins, so I had to use the router and go a little bit deeper. So once I'd fixed this to the wood, if you can see there's actually a bit of a drop down, you can see from underneath the aluminium down to the bottom of the wood, and because I'd routed a little bit, see if it was sitting flush with the coin. So I did that for each one until they sat right. The only thing I didn't do was do a separate one for dollar coins. So I used $1 and 10 cent in the same one. But I'm going to change that with the next one I do. But you can see that I've zoomed in. You can see that I've routed it down. And then what I've done is I've gone across from one side to the other. Get this to go down. From one side to the other to create a channel for water, because what I did is I had this on the kitchen bench, and cleaning the coins inside. I know this is terrible lighting, so I do it at the sink, and the rubber bands was to help give grip on the bench. The wood I used, you can see it's kind of brown there. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one hand, I've hurt myself, but you can see the colour there is the same as this, because I broke up a bed, I used the wood for something, and that's what forms the base of this. And of course I had to screw it down, but I'm going to be making another one, but you can see that the drill and the wire brush has been really blistering this aluminium. Thought I'd quickly show you that. So now what I do is screw it down. What I've found is one of these brush wheels to go in your drill. And you've got to be careful with this, because I had it happen where it twisted up in my shirt. That's not a good look. Those dirty coins I talked about before, and these just slot in like that. What I found is, if you can see this, there you go, you can see straight off the bat, it was like that, and now it's like that. So, put the other side in, very lightly, keep going. Look at that. That's pretty fast. The sides can still be dirty, but I don't care. The main bit you're going to see is that, look at that. What they call this is, they call this a muted coin. I don't know if you can see properly, but they call these muted coins because they've lost their luster. And what I've done is I've just re-added the luster or the shine to the coin without too much sweat. There you go, muted, and got the shine back. It's nice and clean. So what I'll do is I'll do a before shot of this side of the 20 cent before I do it, and an after shot. Alright, so now that's the other side. I took a photo for you, and you can see the shine of them just sitting there. So we've got the $2. Goes down in here, and This one, I might do a before and after of this one too. Alright, so here's that $2. Now that one's been eaten a bit by the ground, but let's do some shots of that. What I have found is that I need to make these a lot tighter. Beautiful. Oh, sometimes that happens. You got to put just enough pressure to keep it there. So if it's tight, it just holds it, and this will happen a lot quicker. This is a 5 cent. Put it in this one. Oh, this one can jump out a little bit. Oh. I should work at the mint. Look at that. Compared to that, But it's you got to be just light. Let the brushes do its thing. Oh, it jumps out. Okay, done. So that's both sides now. Beautiful. So all these coins are back to how they should be. So I'm going to get started on these, quickly finish these, ready for putting back into circulation. Nice and shiny. From that to that. Left in these examples I'm going to show you are the ones I've cleaned. I'm going to zoom in and you can see a little bit of scratching, and then that's just a circulation one that's been uncleaned. And then from this light, so they've come up good from being black and dark. It's a 10 cent there, that's one I did. You can have a good look compared to an unclean one. So it's just lifted it that much more. So it's come up quite good. This was the 5 cent I did in the video. Came up really nicely. And that's an unclean one. So you can see the difference. But as far as the appearance, we've brought it back from muted as an average. It's the one I cleaned that was extremely damaged. I'm sure that's the same one because I can't find another one. And then, so it's lifted it from the earth. And this side looked really bad in the video. The lighting was terrible. See? Okay, so here's one I cleaned. There's just an average one from the top. So it's just lifted it from being completely dark. Try this side. Different year obviously, but you can see some black on here. That's the paint of the coin getting hot, sticking to the black paint of the bottom board. Take care, good luck out there, bye for now.